What's going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is your first time, welcome to my channel. I'm coming to you guys tonight from outside. I'm outside of my community. It's a wonderful, beautiful, breezy day tonight. So I wanted to come out here, get some fresh air, get a little bit of peace and quiet from the kiddos. I'm trying to cross my legs, y'all. But yeah, I wanted to come out here and chat with you guys a bit about some things, that's kind of been on my mind. I know you guys, a lot of you guys are like me, who have escaped the United States, like literally escaped the United States. And I wanted to talk about, some things that you have escaped from, or actually that I have escaped from. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So for me, there were so many things that I feel like I escaped from, leaving the United States, in particular, of course, my kids, their safety, a better way of life, a better community, a better environment for my children. And so that was one of the main reasons that I felt I needed to escape from the United States. Those of you that are living in the United States, you guys know how dangerous and how crazy it's getting, and it's only getting worse. So I'm just thankful that, I made it here, and, those are things that I no longer have to be concerned about. Another thing that I escaped from was just, I feel like I wanted to break generational curses within my family, within the Black community. I know one main thing that I feel like we do a lot in the Black community is, well, I guess any community, whether it's Black or white, a lot of things we tend to be very distracted and overworked when we're raising our children. In the United States, it's all about go, 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 work, work, work. And a lot of times you're so busy working, you don't really know what's going on in your own home. And coming here, it's a very slow pace here. My family, we have become so close. We are very close knit. My kids and I, we are around each other all the time. And I try to keep that communication open. I know when I was in the United States, there were so many distractions, not only with me, but with my children as well, with, the internet and music. It's just so much out there right now that I felt I wanted to try to, I'm not going to say keep my children from that. You can't protect your children from everything. And of course, they're going to be exposed to different things. But some things I felt like it was just getting kind of out of hand in the United States. I can't even tell you when the last time we listened to the radio. A lot of the rap and hip hop and R&B, they have so much. Oh my gosh. The music is just, I guess back in the day, it was the same. We had a lot of inappropriate things that we listened to as younger kids back in the day, but now it's just gotten even more vulgar, I believe. And so coming here to Mexico, you don't have, I'm not gonna say you don't have access to it, because we still have internet, but you're not exposed to it as often, in the United States, it was nothing for us to turn on the radio station, or Sirius XM, and you get to hear everything you want to hear, all the latest songs, all the latest, videos. You had access to that. Here in Mexico, like I said, I couldn't even tell you when the last time we heard hip-hop or R&B. There are some of our Uber drivers that sometimes listen to it, and even when they play it, you hear all the explicit lyrics. You still hear it, but is not as often. Every now and then you might get an Uber driver that has some hip hop, and I think for the most part they doing it because they think we want to hear it, and I don't want to hear it. That's why I left the United States. But just trying to protect my children, basically, as much as possible. I mean, they are getting older now, and I know for me, when I was growing up, oh my gosh, in school, there were a lot of things that I was exposed to that I probably shouldn't have been exposed to. I can think back when I was in school. I was a very quiet kid and a little shy. You guys probably won't believe that, but I was a little bit shy in school. And, people, the kids, they pick on you and they talk about you and you get involved in a lot of things. I think I didn't fight a lot, but I did get into some fights when I was in school. And honestly, it was over just crazy stuff. I mean, things now when I think about it, it's like, was it really that serious? But school for me was rough, and growing up for me was rough because my parents, they worked all the time. My dad worked 2 jobs pretty much my whole life. He worked 2 jobs, and my mom, she worked a full-time job, and she also went back to school. So a good portion of my life, I honestly, my parents weren't there. And, I'm thankful that they did work hard and provided for us, but my parents they weren't there. And so I found myself getting into a lot of trouble because I didn't have my parents there to kind of guide me. And so that was one of the things that I wanted to try to change in my, parenting. That was one of the things that I wanted to do better. I wanted to be more readily available for my children. I wanted to just try to be there to talk to them because, just like we as adults, children go through things too. And so, I just wanted to do a little bit different. I know parents aren't born with a manual on how to raise you, but I tried to learn from a lot of my parents' mistakes and take kind of the good and the bad. Some of the good things I took from my parents, but some of the things that I felt they could have done better or didn't do so well on, I tried to take that in and try to do that differently or do things differently with raising my children. Growing up, for me, I guess one of the main reasons I wanted to I tend to take my kids and I guess hold them so close and try to keep them safe is because I went through so much growing up. So another thing that I wanted to kind of break as far as a generational curse is just keeping things to how can I word this? I guess in my family, we learned to not talk about things. We learned to, keep things in, whether we were hurting or whether we had been hurt or, whatever the situation was. In my family, we didn't talk about anything. My parents were very tough parents. It was like, you fail, get up, brush it off, get back up, that type of thing. But what I wanted to do differently with my children is teach them that, it's okay, whatever you're going through, you can, you should be able to come to your parent or to me with anything. And I think growing up, I'm not going to say that door was not open, but I felt that my parents they just had so much going on. And like I said, that's understandable. But with children, you really have to make yourself available. You have to set aside that time. There are so many children out here now that are struggling. And I just don't want that for my children. For me, growing up, I can remember going through a lot of things, and I still deal with that today. It still affects me to this day, and I think those struggles are probably some of the things that or reasons why I fled or tried to escape the United States. I dealt with, again, in school, it was rough for me. Believe it or not, I did not finish school. A lot of people probably do not know that, but I dropped out of school and I finished the 10th grade, but I never went any further than that. It was a situation where I was going through so much. I was struggling with, depression and, things that had happened to me as a child. And I felt like I didn't have anybody to talk to. So what I did was I reacted by, lashing out to my parents, to my siblings. I ran away from home, and I quit school. And so those type things, that is one of the main reasons why I have been so passionate about protecting my children, and ensuring that, making sure that I am there for them. I have 3 children. My parents, there were 4 of us, 4 siblings, and so you can imagine how tough it is to manage, multiple children and their, the things that they're going through, their emotions, and so with my 3, and with it just being me, I don't have that a husband. My children's fathers, they are in their lives, but they aren't in the home. And so I didn't have a lot of that support, with dealing with them and their emotions and things while, when they're at home, when they get home from school and things like that. So here I feel like, my children don't really have to worry about the bullying and, I think that's really the main thing. Kids in the United States are mean. And I think it's just gotten worse, in the United States, especially as in the Black community, we are raised to be tough. We are, there are so many kids that I've watched, and you can see it, it's not really their fault. That's just something that it's just how we have been raised, and we have, because of the things that we go through, we we can become bullies, or the children can become bullies. And I think that's, what happened to me when I was growing up. I was picked on and things like that, and I felt like being mean and becoming a bully, that kind of helped me in school. And it's for me, I really want to teach my children to be open and honest, so that the things don't grow up with them. They don't take that into adulthood, like I have. I still struggle to this day with things that have happened to me in my childhood. I dealt with being molested as a child by family members, and I felt like, I know for me, with me having 2 girls, I've been so protective. Anybody that knows me, you know, my girls, they don't go really anywhere without me. And I felt, you know, a lot of people, they don't really understand, or they didn't understand. You know, it's really tough when you have dealt with something like that and you never really were able to address it, or you never completely healed from it. And so, you know, these are some of the things that I felt, or I feel like I left the United States for. You know, these are things that I dealt with as a child, and again, I'm still dealing with it as an adult. And coming here to Mexico, it was almost just like an escape. It was like I was able to just get away from everything. Even, you know, dealing with, you know, my mom passing away. My mom passing away, my mom was, oh my gosh, she was like the anchor for my family. She was just everything. She was the glue that kept my family together. And so when my mom passed, at that time, I was, again, going through so much. And so when she passed, it was, I went through so much. You know, I dealt with thoughts of suicide. I honestly, I felt like I didn't want to live anymore because, you know, my mom was everything to me. And so, and then, you know, when she passed, it kind of tore my whole family apart. We had already struggled as a family, you know, when she was living, but, you know, when she passed away, my whole family completely split. I have 3 siblings, and 2 of those siblings that I have not spoken to or seen in over 3 years since my mom passed. Reasons honestly unknown, and I know it goes both ways as far as reaching out and communication, but there was just so much anger and just, I guess, misunderstanding. There was, you know, communication issues on all of our parts, but it affects me. I'm sure it affects them as well. I don't even know what to say about that. You know, yes, I could reach out, but I feel like sometimes in life you have to allow people to, I guess you just learn to love people from a distance. You know, I love my siblings and I miss them dearly. I have a nephew and a niece that I have not seen since my mom passed, and you know, it hurts. It really hurts, but I think you know, eventually, hopefully, you know, I will have a relationship with my siblings again. At this point, like I said, I'm pretty much on my own here. You know, I have my dad with me, and he is suffering as well. You know, he has children that he has not had any type of communication with since my mom passed. And so the reason I'm saying all of this is because as a single mother, 3 children, you feel like you're carrying the world on your shoulders. And at the same time, you're dealing with your own struggles, you know. I know everybody is dealing, you know, with things and is battling things, but For me, it was almost like I just wanted to get away. Coming here to Mexico, when I arrived here in Merida, I felt like a weight was lifted off of my shoulders. It was like I could just let go. I could let go of everything and start over. So my goal, my wish, my hope is to inspire other people and to let them know that whatever you're going through, whatever you've been through, it's okay. Things will get better. You will learn to love again. You will learn to forgive, not only people, but yourself. You will become stronger and determined. It's an amazing feeling when you accomplish something that people probably thought you would never be able to do. It's an amazing feeling knowing that, I am holding down my family, and I'm thankful. I'm so happy that I am able to be here mentally, and for my children and for my dad. In the United States, I felt like I was just crashing. Sometimes no matter how much you have, I had a great job. I've had many great jobs, even without a high school diploma. I have been I've been a store manager. I was a store manager at a major retail company for a number of years. I was a project coordinator for a very well-known mortgage. I'm losing my train of thought here. I work for a mortgage realtor. I can't even. My mind is going, y'all. Y'all just don't know what I pushed through here just to get this message out. It's tough, but I worked in mortgages. I was a project coordinator, and I worked as a teller in a bank. I worked as what I was trying to say was I was a project coordinator in a major cabinet company. That's what I did. I was a project coordinator for a very well-known cabinet company, and I was a loan officer assistant for a very well-known loan officer. At that time, she was very well-known. So I've done many things, even though, through my shortcomings, I still was able to make a lot of money. But to me, the money is not everything. You can sometimes do so much. You can be doing so much and not anything at all. So I still have dreams. I still have goals. I want to finish school. But my main goal is to inspire people. I came here, I set up this YouTube channel to show people that anything is possible if you trust and believe in God. No matter what people may think or say about you, God is still in the blessing business. He has blessed me. I brought my whole family here to Mexico on faith. On faith. I quit my job, making good money. Good money. I laugh now, I was bringing home, oh my gosh, like really good money. At some points $1,000, a week. And that's all fine and dandy, but when your house is not in order, what is it worth? Why? It doesn't really mean any money is. It doesn't mean anything if you're still struggling with your own issues and your family is not good. My main concern at this time is to make sure that I stay mentally stable, because with it being just me, if I lose everything, if I am not good, my family is not good. And so when I say, I was struggling in the United States. I'm not going to say I was struggling financially. I was struggling mentally in the United States. Here in Mexico, I may be struggling financially, but mentally, I'm healing. Mentally, I'm stronger. And my children see that. They see those struggles that I have, but I'm working on it. I have an opportunity here in Mexico to change things, I have an opportunity here to become a new me. And like I said, I may struggle, but I'm getting better. And I want people to know that you can do it too. I know I'm not the only person that has struggled. I know I'm not the only person that is still dealing with things from their childhood. But I want to open myself up so that I can inspire someone else. I want someone to look at my story and say, you know what, if she did it, I can do it. Or if she was able to talk about things, my pains and, the things that I've been through, I want someone else to be able to look at my story and be able to do the same thing. I am healing by being open and honest, and like I said, you have to also remember that your children are watching you. A lot of these things they see, children learn from by what they see, not by what they tell you, but by what they see. So in the United States, my children saw me going through so much, because of the things that I dealt with as a child, being molested. I dealt with issues in relationships, and my children were there to witness those struggles, and where I felt like I needed a man in my life to be whole, to be complete, and I still deal with those things, For me, growing up, I had my parents, both of my parents in my life. My parents, had been married all my life, and to me, that was like the perfect relationship, like like a dream. That was what I wished and hoped for since I was a little girl, was to be married with children, you know, with this perfect family. And life is not like that. It can be, but I was searching, you know, for anyone to love me, when all I needed to do was love myself. It's again, it's so hard to heal and to live again when you have so much going on in the world. You know, I had so much going on in the United States that I was so lost and never took time out to get myself together. You know, I was so focused on everything and everybody else that I didn't take time for myself. And so here I have that time. I have that peace. I can come out here outside of my house to this little playground and just sit here and just think, you know, and not have to worry about somebody walking up on me, you know, bothering me, not have to worry about, you know, bullets and shots and ambulances and police sirens and, you know, you guys can see, like, it's complete silence here. And I believe that that's what led me here to Mexico. I believe God led me here. And I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to pack up my whole family and move here. This has been a wonderful experience. It has been challenging, but it's only made me stronger. It's taught me that a lot of things. Oh my gosh, it's taught me that, you know, to trust God, to have faith. It's taught me to not be so tough, you know. In the United States, I was so tough and so hard because the world made me that way, you know. When you go through so much, you put up this wall, and it's like I was just like a brick wall. And, you know, I was expecting people to love me or someone to love me when I had this wall up. And now I'm slowly, you know, breaking down these walls myself. You know, you have to you gotta rely on your own self. You know, you can't depend on someone else to make you happy. You are responsible for your own happiness, and I'm learning to do that here, all by myself. You know, do I get lonely? Yes. Yes, I do. But I see my future. I see my future with someone. You know, there is someone designed for me. I believe that. I have not given up on love. I was married for over 10 years. Yeah, 10 years, y'all. I met my ex-husband at 17. At 17 years old, I was trying to build something, and I wasn't even ready. I didn't know how to love myself, so it was like it was impossible for me to love someone else. But I learned a lot out of that relationship, and I have my amazing son that came out of that relationship, so I'm so thankful and blessed for that. But I guess every relationship I learn. I try to learn from each relationship. But I'm learning to love me. I'm learning to trust me. I have learned to forgive myself. Um, you know, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to, if you fall, as long as you get back up, that's what matters. You got to get back up. You got to dust yourself off, and try it again. So that marriage, it failed, but that's okay. I got into another relationship with my daughter's father, and that relationship failed. Y'all, I got 3 baby daddies, and I am not ashamed. Back in the United States, people tend to judge you and look at you differently or in a certain way because you make a mistake. Or I'm not even gonna say a mistake, because none of my children are mistakes. They're all blessings. But people look at you and they judge you, and that was one of the things that I would always feel like, oh, I got 3 baby daddies, I'll never be able to find anybody else because of that. But I am okay with that now. I am okay with that. And again, I believe it's somebody for me who's going to love me and my children and not even gonna sweat my 3 baby daddies. They gonna be, and I can see now that, I deserve to be happy. I'm a good person. I'm a good woman. I would be a good wife. I'm a great mother. So I'm gonna keep waiting. I'm not gonna rush. I'm going to just wait on my blessing. And so I want to continue to make videos like this. I have, oh my gosh, y'all wouldn't believe the stories of my life. I have a story to tell. I could probably write a book. But I can't wait to continue to grow. And again, I want to inspire others. And so I'm trying to build this platform to let others know that you are not alone. I know here in Merida, there are so many single women that come here, with their children or alone. And they come here and, to escape from something. I don't know what it is. Maybe they have stories similar to mine. Maybe not, but they're here. And so we have to encourage each other. We have to stick together. We have to learn to lean on each other. I was so strong and so independent that I never asked for anything. I always felt, oh, I can do it. I can do it. I can do anything, whether it's I'll be pushing a car, my car done cut off and I'm trying to push it instead of trying to ask for help, that type of thing, but here I have, sometimes God will put you in a situation where you have no choice but to change. And so He has placed me here, and I am changing and I'm loving it. I'm learning to love myself so that I will be ready when my Boaz, I think that's how you say it, whenever he decides to show up. But I want to eventually have, I'm working on my website, trying to build that. I want you guys to definitely check that out at tyanthabrown.com. I want to be there for anyone who's struggling or is dealing with things, and whether you just want to talk or you need motivation or inspiration. I want to be there for people. I'm trying to set it up to where, like I said, there's so many people that are coming here to escape, and I want to be here for y'all. When I got here in Merida, I kind of just came. Honestly, it happened so fast. I'm thankful for Cortez Ross, who was able to help me as far as finding somewhere to live. When I got here, I was able to find a house, within a week. So I'm thankful for that. But as far as support, like a support system, someone that I can pick up the phone and say, hey, I'm struggling. I'm depressed, or I feel like I made a bad decision, or I'm missing my family, or I'm struggling financially, or whatever the case may be. I've kind of had to go about all of that on my own. So I want to be here for anyone who needs that support system. And so that's again why I built the website, so that you guys can reach out to me. I'm still trying to pull it together, but you guys book a consultation with me if you do need that help. Someone to be there when you get here, to be like, look, come on, let's go get it, let's build. Everybody comes to Merida for a reason, whether it's to have something, or to build, to save, or to restart, start over. Everybody comes here for something. And so I want to be that person. I want to be that connect for you guys when you get here, or help you to get here, to let you know that you can do it. I did it as a single mom of 3 with my dad. I got the passports together, got our plane tickets booked, packed all our stuff up, sold all our stuff, and we made it. I made it happen. Of course, with God and my on my side, I was able to do it. But I want to be there to help you as well. So go to my website, tyanthabrown.com, and book a consultation with me. And anybody out there who would like to invest in me, that sees what I'm trying to do, that sees the potential in me. I believe in myself. I know I can do it. I have a goal. I have this vision, not only for adults, but children as well. Remember, I said, you guys, these children, they suffer. They're going through things just like we are. And a lot of kids, when, we pack them up and we move into a whole new country, they're dealing with things as well. And some children, are able to communicate and talk about their struggles and things that they're dealing with. Some children are not. And so, I want to be there as well as, just someone that they can talk to. So if there's anybody out there who wants to or can invest in me and this vision that I have, please do so. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to make it, but everybody needs help, every now and then, and I'm not ashamed to ask for it. So contact me at tyanthabrown@yahoo.com. If you have any ideas, or if you would like to invest in this dream, this vision that I have, please reach out. If you find this information helpful, useful, if I have motivated you in any way, please consider a donation. There is no donation too small. I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate all the comments and the likes. I'm so thankful for my subscribers. Those of you who have reached out to me regarding a job, I have sent in your information. If you did email me directly with your information, I have already turned your information into my boss. I'm going to go back through my email list once again just to make sure that I haven't missed anybody. There are a couple people that that I still have to get back with regarding medication. I will get back with you as soon as possible. Remember, I'm just starting out, guys. I am trying to mold this into a business. And you guys know that, these business needs aren't free. So anyone that I'm working with now, I appreciate you if you have donated. But going forward, we're going to turn this thing into a business, y'all. You're going to have to book a consultation, and we're going to sit down and, figure out what your needs are and how I can help. And I'm just excited to kind of jump into this new role. So I'm out here. I put on long sleeves. I put on this long sleeve jacket. I have on some long sleeve pants with a dress on. I have some long socks. All of this so that I don't get ate up out here. I believe they have probably bit me through my pants. I know you guys sent me a lot of information about what to do on not getting bit by mosquitoes. I'm still working on it. Y'all know I be struggling out here. So, these little donations, I want y'all to know they are so helpful, because a lot of times those donations, they feed my family. I'm not even gonna lie. Right now we have been living off of my dad's retirement that he receives every month, and so that's why I was so desperate to find a job. The job that I have, it doesn't pay great, but it's a job. When you don't have nothing, you will take it. So right now, it is definitely helping make ends meet, and your donations are helping as well. So thank you for that. But things are gonna get better. I'm not even gonna trip. I'm not even stressing. I will not complain, because God has been so good to me. He's brought me a long way, so I'm forever grateful and thankful. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see y'all soon. If y'all coming to Merida, look me up. Look me up. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your night. Peace.